In my learning plan, here's how I would describe myself in terms of using the SHAPE framework. In spiritual gifts and strengths, I see myself as a leader and being well organized. By this, I'm meaning I'm up for any challenge and I'm not afraid to step forward if needed. In heart and how we care, I've learned over time that I need to start putting others first, maybe before myself, and giving myself humility in that way. Through abilities, I have learned that I can only control myself in almost every situation, and sometimes it's uncomfortable for me when I want to be the one in front or be the leader, but the main thing that I can control is my attitude and how I can react in certain situations. And with this coming into Prairie, this really shows my personality. And so I think that my personality of trying to be outgoing and trying to be more involved in everything can change the perspective of the game. So that makes people realize like, oh, hey, like, my presence will always be there. I will always give my 100% to almost everyone if I can, and just try to build a community in that way. And though these might be like a struggle or challenge, I've learned to grow in all of these differences through my experience through high school, my household, and everyday life, and then also at work. And now I know how to apply it coming to Prairie. To be honest, coming out of a Christian high school, I didn't really want to go to a Christian college. I kind of felt like, maybe Miller or Prairie wasn't the best option. I thought about Briarcrest, but it's a little bit pricey. And I really struggled with it. I think I just was worried about the kind of same situations I would be put in at Prairie, kind of same as my previous ones in high school. But with me kind of just joining in and being a little spontaneous out of that, I definitely learned within a week or two of maybe why God wanted me there. And it all mainly happened on my basketball team. I could be a light to some of the girls who were kind of struggling with their faith, and we had some good conversations about it, and why I choose to grow closer to God in my everyday actions and my wants and needs. And they see that now and they can connect with me in that way. And I think that it was just such a God moment for me being now at Prairie, especially since this was not my first choice whatsoever to come into post-secondary. But now that I see that that was my first step in calling. Some learning goals I have just for the rest of this term semester, little chunk that I have here at Prairie. I want to be more involved in the student body and, like getting to know more people and kind of putting myself out there. I've definitely met a lot more people and their company has been the best. By this, I mean joining in more student events. I went to the banquet back in December and I really had a blast. Getting to know guys and girls, I really have a good foundation of friends now at Prairie. Kind of coming off of that topic is my second one. I really want to build good friendships with people at Prairie and around me. And I really want to find that good Christian friend group, which I do have, and I just want to keep building in it. That was such a struggle for me coming out of high school, and me and my mom had talked about it for a while. I kind of lost friendship with my friends from high school, and she said, man, I really wish you had some good Christian friends. And not like my friends weren't Christian, it was just really hard to stay in contact with them since we were kind of all going on different paths. But since coming to Prairie, I've found some great friends, and even an example is traveling for basketball games and we're playing worship music in the car and everyone's praising, like everyone's in their own God moment, and it was actually one of the best things, and I just definitely felt peace being around these people. And because I found this really good friend group, I want to stay more faithful to them and be more involved in their lives for sure. And lastly, it's always the urge to do better in school, and I think definitely coming into college classes, I did this in high school doing my dual credit programs. I just kind of wanted to do a little better in college than in high school. And so that would be my third goal, is to, do better in my classes, turning away any distractions, including my phone, school, sports, even music too, and just really locking in on my schoolwork. And again, I'm still learning and growing, but having this learning plan and the experiences that I get to be a part of definitely helps me to where I eventually want to end up.